this video, I will be demonstrating the new Intoxiclock Pro. Intoxiclock Pro is a tool that you can use to demonstrate the impact of consuming alcohol on a person's BAC or blood alcohol concentration level. Intoxiclock takes into account an individual's weight, gender, rate of consumption, and the type and quantity of alcohol consumed. The Intoxiclock Pro is an ideal product to use with your Fatal Vision alcohol simulation goggles. Use the Fatal Vision goggles to show participants the negative effects various levels of BAC can have on a person's balance and reaction time. This will make your Intoxiclock demonstration even more relevant for participants. Intoxiclock Pro is a software-based program that will work with Windows 7, 8, 10, and the Mac operating system 10.9 or higher. Intoxiclock Pro supports touchscreen displays, allowing for more interactive presentation. Intoxiclock can display information in English or Spanish, with more languages coming. Building a scenario is simple. Intoxiclock allows you to create a dual scenario that help illustrate the different effects alcohol can have on a person's BAC given the individual's weight and gender. For this demonstration, we will create a dual scenario showing a male and a female by clicking on Select a Gender. We have the option of adding names for both of our participants to create a more personalized scenario. Next, we will enter the weight for each participant using the plus and minus icons. We will set the male's weight to 200 pounds and the female's to 120. Using the sync icon, we will set their start time for consuming alcohol at 10 p.m. You can increase or decrease the start time using the plus and minus icons. To add a drink, we will click on Add a Drink. This will bring up the drink selector where we can select a drink by standard drink units based on the type of alcohol, such as beer, spirits, or wine. As you can see, the drink selector also includes specialty drinks and cocktails that contain more than one SDU, or standard drink unit. For the first drink, we will select a 12-ounce can of 5% beer, which is equal to one standard drink unit. Next, we select a consumption rate. There are 3 different consumption rates that we can choose: 30 minutes for sipping, 15 minutes for moderate rate, and 1 second to simulate slamming a drink. For this first drink, we will select 15 minutes. This is the time that it will take our participant to consume their drink. Looking on the screen, you can see the impact that one drink will have on both participants. After 15 minutes, the male's BAC is at a 0.002, whereas the female's is at a 0.007 and is continuing to rise. Factors such as weight, gender, and consumption rate play a role in determining a person's BAC level and metabolizing rate. Let's add additional drinks. Drink 2, we will go ahead and select a standard drink of 2.0, and will take about 1 second to consume. Drink 3, we will go ahead and select a standard drink unit of 1.3 and take about 15 minutes to consume. And drink 4, we will go ahead and select a standard drink unit of 1.3 and take about 15 minutes to consume. Each drink is automatically added starting at the end of the previous drink's consumption. As you can see, the male's BAC is just slightly below a 0.08, and whereas the female is now over a 0.08, showcasing it is in red. You can see their consumed SDUs visually along with their total drink time based on the scenario we created. If we advance the time, we can see that the time at which it will reach their peak BAC, assuming they don't drink any more drinks. As we continue to advance the time, you'll see that their BAC will start to drop. Their countdown to 0 is now at, for the male, approximately about 5 hours and 43 minutes, whereas the female is 14 hours and 32 minutes. Giving this drinking scenario, the male will be fully back down to a 0 BAC at 5:38 a.m. the next day, whereas the female is going to be at 2:27 in the afternoon the following day. Only over time does a person's BAC lower. Drinking coffee, taking a cold shower, or taking a nap does nothing to speed your BAC level back to 0. You can view the emoji icon at the bottom of the screen that will show the physiological characteristics of a person at that BAC level. These characteristics will change based on the participant's BAC level. Intoxiclock Pro has a graphing function that visually displays the scenario, helping you to reinforce the lesson. The graph will show the drinks consumed and the rise in the person's BAC with each drink. It shows a person's peak BAC along with the physiological characteristics at that BAC. The graph also shows the BAC level corresponding to the Fatal Vision alcohol impairment goggles BAC range. You can use the Fatal Vision goggles based on the scenario to provide a hands-on experience for the participant of that impairment associated with that BAC level. The graph will also show the time it takes a person to metabolize the alcohol they consumed back to 0 BAC. We have a variety of package options, which include the Summit Cup, Fatal Vision alcohol impairment goggles, and the Dias balcony mat to help you build on the scenarios and lessons you're delivering.